Hello everyone. I was just preparing a video to talk about audio and audio devices and the importance of audio in paranormal research. And while I was preparing that video, I managed to get a comment on one of my previous broadcasts, and actually the comment was about the Panasonic DR60. I've seen posts like this before and campaigns like this before, so I'm going to read it out. It's got a title in all block capitals here. This is a legit post, but it needs everyone's help and support. So we're going to go into the comment that's down here and what this person is campaigning for. I sent Panasonic headquarters in New Jersey an email about the DR60. I wish they would bring it back, tweak it and modernize it, but every paranormal group needs to sign some letter so they can see there's a high demand for its return. I expressed that there are millions of people interested, and even it meant bringing back those old cheap parts. But I wish everyone could start a chain letter. Everyone is spending their money and energy on modern apps. The DR60 is factual proof. I've heard my name said clear as could be constantly on the DR60. This recorder is truly equal to proving there's life after this site. Now there's a lot in that paragraph, and most of it I actually disagree with, but we'll go through it anyway. The Panasonic DR60, or RR-DR60 as it's called, was made by Panasonic in the late 1990s. People have reached out to Panasonic to get more details on what actually happened with this device that went out onto the market with a fundamental flaw, and Panasonic in many or most of cases or all of cases did not respond in relation to the DR60. So I suspect it's one thing that Panasonic want to leave behind. They expressed that millions would like to see the return of the DR60. Well, I would disagree with you there. Simple reason for that would be if the Panasonic DR60 was a viable device for communication, there is plenty of people in the paranormal field that are very, very good with electronics, and it would have been re-engineered by now by someone. I done a video which is coming out after this one about the importance of audio in paranormal research and the difference between low bit recording and high bit recording, studio high quality recording. The problem with low bit recording is these recorders are at such a low bit rate that the audio starts to swirl inside in the recorder and you can hear the warping. It's on the limit as it is. You put that piece of audio into audio editing software to slow it down, which will stretch it. It warps it even further. The other massive issue with low bit recording is pareidolia. Shuffling of a t-shirt, shuffling of clothes, foot scraping on carpet, heavy breathing, all can be misidentified as possible voice because the audio is so bad quality that by listening back you do not even know where that noise is coming from. When you have a sneeze or heavy breathing and that, high quality recording would show you that, but with low bit recording you cannot. Sometimes you cannot, unless it's really, really pronounced. You can't, and there's a lot of pareidolia in that. The last comment, the last part of this is this recorder is truly equal to proving that there's life after this side. No, it won't. And even if it was re-engineered, it still doesn't prove the afterlife. We don't know what we're communicating with. I don't know if this person follows Steve Huff. And it's Steve Huff that's putting this out there, and I think it is for financial gain. It's allegedly. You know, why is he Steve Huff, I know for a fact, has some of the best audio equipment there is out there. I've seen some of it. Not in person, I've seen them in videos. He's got Zoom recorders, he's got Tascams, he's got loads and loads of recorders. Yes, in his videos, he uses the Panasonic RR-DR60. What the internal noise is, lots of people will know already that the fundamental flaw in the DR60 was said to be a lack of shielding between the microphone and the internal board of the recording device, which the microphone picked up the internal buzzing noise inside the recorder. The theory is that internal noise is the right frequency for the communicators and the right amount of noise for communicators to communicate with. But the other side of the argument, and I'm more likely to believe researchers that have been researching for 40 or 50 years, that external noise will help with communication. The difference between internal noise and external noise is the external noise is controlled. The internal noise is uncontrolled. You know, there is a difference, but the external noise worked for these paranormal researchers. To be honest with you, I can't see Panasonic taking this seriously, no matter how many paranormal researchers campaign for it. And to be honest with you, I can't see many paranormal investigators who are real into ITC. I can't see them taking the Panasonic RR-DR60 as a high priority. We have to remember too, the Panasonic company designed the DR60 to be a voice recorder, not an ITC research device. And Panasonic deal in consumer products. I don't think they're going to reach out to the paranormal community. I don't think the market is big enough. And I think they would rather bury the DR60 in their historic past and forget about it, to be honest with you. So, you know, some people like this person, I just thought I would comment on that. But you know, I'm not going to go hugely into it because I'm covering it in the next video about the importance of audio, you know, and the comparisons between low bit and high rate. And you can gather by this video, you know what I prefer. But Steve Huff, you've a lot to answer for, I must flip and say. This is why Steve Huff gets called out. I would love to stay quiet about this. I would love to stay quiet about Steve Huff, but Jeannie Mac. Steve Huff is only in the field about 10 years. There's others in the field 40 or 50 years, yet Steve Huff is the one that's blowing his own trumpet that he's the best in the world, and the DR60 is the best recorder in the world. People are getting suckered up by this, and I'm afraid I think you've just been suckered. The DR60 is not a high priority for the large majority of the paranormal community. I don't believe it. You know, but anyway, I'm going to leave it for now. I'm covering the importance of audio in my next video, so I'll see you in the next one, folks.